Time for another stock review. This time we're talking Senseonics, ticker symbol SENS. During this review, you're going to get a lot of information, so sit back and buckle up. We're going to give you the latest news around the stock, the valuations. I prepared full analysis here for you, whether the ratings are good or bad. We're going to compare it to the S&P 500 and give you a full breakdown on this stock. A lot of risk here. It is a very difficult stock to make money from. We're going to show you the full balance sheet, who's selling on the inside. We're going to show you what the margins are, the profit, the loss, all of that is going to be shared with you. So are you ready for a stock in the medical, pharmaceutical sector? Always a very difficult sector, this one, to make money. It does require a lot of patience, a lot of knowledge, and a lot of risk. But is it a stock that can take you to the moon? Can you make some money from this stock and then hopefully one day step down the ladder and stand on the face of the moon? Well, it does take a lot of research, so we're going to be discussing it right now, having a conversation and finding out whether you can make money from this stock. So let's see if this stock can make you some money and the numbers stack up. So we're going to go over all of that right now for you, and hopefully you'll come to a conclusion that will allow you to make an informed decision on this stock. We're going to take you behind the scenes. We're going to bring you all the details as I welcome you into my studio. Are you ready? Here we go. So, good morning, good afternoon. Let me carry on spinning around because I've left that on the wrong screen. This is being made live, of course. So, we sometimes do make a mistake. That's a bit better. Well, we're going to bring you now a Senseonics, a medical pharmaceutical stock. These stocks always have to be looked at very, very carefully because they are extremely risky. It is a penny stock. It does provide huge upside, but with huge risk as well. Very often, if you do invest in this sector, even though the healthcare sector is a strong sector alongside the financials right now, you might find you could have made more money by simply owning the S&P over time, because you might make some gains and then it all goes to nothing, or you trade it and then you re-enter at the wrong time and then it sells off, or we have a trial that goes wrong, things break down. A very expensive sector to be in, very, very risky, but it does come with some great rewards. You might decide it's better to own an ETF of companies in the same sector rather than one individual stock in the sector, for the fact that one thing goes wrong and your investment goes south. Also, I think that these particular stocks are best suited to people who have a balanced portfolio, and this is part of their portfolio, high risk area. But also, I recommend you should have a great deal of insight into the technology or the processes in this company. I think you really need to understand what the business is, not just understand the balance sheet. We're going to come on to that in a moment. Okay, I bring you back once again. Sorry about that little technical hiccup there. I do make these live, so you know they are real as we do them. So let's get straight into it and let's show you all the numbers. Now, we're going to start nice and simple, and then we're going to get more advanced as we go with all those things that I told you about at the beginning. So, market risky. We spoke about that already. It is a very risky market. This is a stock, an industry that can be very, very difficult to make money with unless you really understand the sciences and everything that goes on behind the business. Very, very important. It's not just about balance sheets, valuations, ratings, and everything else. But we will come on to that right now. So let's go. Let's start with it. Senseonics, well, as you can see, it's a penny stock. Anything under $5 is a penny stock. If we go to the maximum chart, you can see it's quite new. And straight away, you see it's a trading stock. So I was right. It is a very risky stock. It presents opportunity to trade, but remember, like on the ticker at the bottom of the screen, 95% of day traders lose money. Are you better than 95%? I don't think I am. That's why I'm a long-term investor, just buying solid businesses and simply buying macro dips. But as you can see, no question about it, it is without a doubt a trading stock. Now, for that, you might want to join Sense on Sunday for all the trading, all the charts. He can provide you with a full chart so you can find the buy zone, sell zone, support levels. If you are a member of our channel, I'll give you a link now. You'll also find it below in the description. Sense will do you a free chart and show you all the ins and outs of this stock so you can perhaps trade it out. Also, if you are a member of our channel, after 1 month when you get your blue badge, or you can go premium straight away, we can upgrade you and you can get a whole set of videos that teach you how to scalp trade and all the chart information, as we provide all that exclusively into Discord. That's a new service we're about to begin. Anyway, let's carry on and let's go more into the stock. We're going to discuss in detail what the stock is in a few moments' time. In fact, I think we'll do that first. I prepared some analysis here for you. I think you would like to see this first. All right, so here we go. Let me share this right now. So it's Senseonics, market cap 572 million. So as you can see, it's very, very small. Our channel can actually move a stock like this because very few people will cover it. We'll rank number 1 on YouTube and Google, and then you might see it pop if the analysis is bullish, or perhaps we get the CEO contact us, as we have Meet the CEOs, which does happen. If you'd like the CEO of this company on the show, you can email investor relations as an investor, tell them that you'd love to see them on the show, build a relationship with them, and then put them in touch with me, and then we can get them on the show. That's how we've done it for everyone. Healthcare equipment. Senseonics is a medical technology company dedicated to the development and manufacturing of continuous glucose monitoring systems for individuals with diabetes. The company's primary products include the Eversense XL and Eversense E3, which are implantable CGM systems designed to provide accurate glucose level measurements through an under-the-skin sensor. These devices are complemented by a removable and rechargeable smart transmitter and a user-friendly app for real-time diabetes monitoring and management. Founded in 1996, been going for quite a while, Senseonics is headquartered in Germantown, Maryland, and serves healthcare providers and patients through a strategic network of distributors and fulfillment partners. The company operates both domestically and internationally, focusing on enhancing the quality of life for people with diabetes through advanced glucose management technology. Okay, so it's equipment rather than just medicines or pharmaceuticals. So it's in that sector, but it provides the equipment to that sector. So it's not an all-out like Moderna, for example, who's making the actual end product or the medicines or what have you. So it's somewhere in between. Let me show you now the numbers on a basic level before we sort of go into much greater depth. All right, so you can see here, the average volume is 11 million. Now, what does that mean? Low volume means it's very hard to trade this stock and get the price that you want unless you can time it perfectly. I prefer to eliminate myself from those things because I don't believe I can time stocks perfectly. So it's a very low volume stock. Market cap 566, very, very small market cap. And 52-week high, 140, 52-week low, 25 cents. PE ratio, negative. It doesn't make any money. It loses money. It loses you $7.14 a share. So it's not cheap. It's negative than cheap. It's losing money. It's not making money. That's expensive. It's losing money. That's expensive. Okay, I understand what that means. Very often, it's better to pay for a high PE on a company that actually makes money than to get a negative figure because you're actually losing money all the time. So just bear that in mind. There's no dividend, of course, here. Hedge funds are in and out, and they are getting less recently. So a lot less attention on the stock recently. That's not good. Insiders, they were buying it back in May, but of 2024. In 2025, no real action. They haven't really sold very much either, though. A little bit of automated selling. So nothing really to say here. Insiders bought, but 10 million isn't huge. They bought and they've been trimming a little bit, just automated sales. Nothing really bad here. All good, other than back in May, insiders bought the stock. So that was interesting. Well, what about earnings? Well, our next earnings is on March the 3rd. If you are a member of the channel, I'll give you a link again for that. And you request an earnings, $5, I will cover the earnings. No one has requested it yet, so we're not covering it. But if this video does well, I'm sure somebody will want me to cover it. You can see that the company is going sideways until Q3 of 24 when it fell off a cliff. And we'll see what happens on March the 3rd. But so far, nothing too exciting about this. Who else buys the stock? Well, no surprise, other pharmaceuticals, biopharmaceutical stocks, Zomedica, Banana Genomics, you can get the idea. SNDL, that's not the same sector, but it gives you an idea that it's a very, very volatile stock. Nano Dimension, Neo, Chinese stock, Customer Maritime, Ocugen, Toro, Fuel Cell Energy. And what you're seeing here are penny stocks. Your Lucid, one of the worst companies in the world. Plug Power, extremely volatile and manipulated. So your Tilray brands effectively bankrupt now. They hold cash, but they're not going anywhere. So what you're seeing at AMC, remember the famous incident like GameStop? It was shorted by a big online creator on Rumble. So you get the idea. This is a stock owned by people who scalp trade, who take risk, high volatility, extreme risk. So it's not one for me because I focus on not losing money rather than making money, because I've made from $5,000. I've taken my portfolio now all the way up to 159 if you include margin and everything else. I've got over $280,000 invested now. So I don't take risks with money. I consistently make money. 21 trades, 21 wins. So for me, I wouldn't be in a penny stock period because it's too high risk. Anyway, there's my opening position on that. Let me now share with you, if you've just tuned in, please do tap the like button if you like this so far. I'm going to share with you my software as well. You can access all of that, get discounts and free trials and so on and so forth if you want to use my software. Now, I will show you, first of all, where we are at the moment. It's getting a hold rating from Seeking Alpha. Now, this is the Quant software. Quant is very important because it's AI software with no emotion. It's very good. It outperforms the S&P. So we can regard this as fairly reliable. Not selling it. Well, you wouldn't be selling it now, but not buying it either. So you're just holding. So that's where they are at the moment. Anyway, let's scroll down here and bring you this information, all right? Okay. Scrolling on down. Now, what's important now is to look at the competitors with unique value. If you just tuned in, we are making a live analysis review on Senseonics, we've discussed the market. We're about to look at the balance sheet, and we're doing the valuations now and the ratings. Then I'll give you my conclusion. All right. Okay. Very, very difficult sector to make money. The CGM market is highly competitive. Straight away, you enter a very competitive market with Senseonics facing major competition from established players such as Abbott Laboratories, Dexcom, and so on and so forth. Now, one of the things that you might prefer to do is, rather than buy an individual stock like this, is either a giant like, for example, J&J, Pfizer, who very often buy out companies like this. They'll buy up the equipment and so on and so forth, buy the IP, or you might prefer an ETF which covers this sector. Anyway, these companies offer alternative glucose monitoring systems that do not require implementation, such as adhesive patches, which are preferred by some users for their non-invasive nature. Senseonics' unique value lies in its Eversense CGM systems, which are distinctive due to their long-term implantable design. The Eversense 365, in particular, offers a sensor life of 1 year, significantly reducing the frequency of sensor replacements compared to competitors' products that have shorter lifespans. This long-term solution is advantageous for users seeking convenience and continuity in glucose monitoring. Additionally, the collaboration with Essentia Diabetes Care enhances Senseonics' distribution capabilities, allowing them to reach a wider market. Now, this software and this knowledge was obtained from Alpha Spread and Seeking Alpha. Links are below. I've also dropped it in the chat. You can use my software and get free trials and discounts without my referrals. You don't. Now then, we're going to look at the ratings now. Now, these are very, very important, right? According to Wall Street, it's a hold, and Quant is a hold. Strong sell, Seeking Alpha analysts, straight away you see the difference. They're paid to say that, and they're very often people with their own interests. I am a Seeking Alpha contributor, except I refuse to do it because the fact they pay me, this is made for free. It would have no value to you at all because someone telling me what to say is kind of pointless. Or if I'm just being incentivized, really what's the point? And I turn down offers all the time of this, so I'm not doing that. So I don't regard this as a useful piece of information. But valuation is D+. It's down from C+. It's worse. Growth is C-. That's moved upwards. Profitability, it makes no money. And it's got worse. It was D-. So it's got worse, not better. Momentum, A+. At the moment, there's momentum on the stock, A+. Revisions is B, up from D+. There's some positive news there. Anyway, let me share with you exactly. SENS is rated as a hold at the moment by Quant. The stock represents a mixed landscape across valuation, growth, momentum, profitability, and revisions, leading to a neutral outlook. So let's first of all look at the valuation. Let's discuss that. I'm just going to zoom in, if I can, to make it a little bit clearer for you. There you go. That's about as big as I can get it. Okay, so valuation. SENS exhibits a challenging valuation landscape. Its price to sales ratio 24 is significantly higher than the sector median of 4, indicating a very expensive stock. Very expensive. Now, that's important to understand because when you look at the stock, you go, it's only 92 cents, but it is expensive. And in a moment, I'll explain that in more detail to you. This is why you cannot get excited just because a stock is pence. I'll show you its intrinsic value and you'll see exactly what I mean. I've worked this out for you here. The Senseonics intrinsic value, 13 cents. So it's 86% base case overvalued. So it's an expensive stock, even though you might go, it's only 91 cents. It doesn't make you any money. So just bear that in mind. All right. So it's very important that. Indicating a very expensive stock. However, the EV sales ratio is at a discount compared to its 5-year average, suggesting some level of underpricing compared to its 5-year average. Growth metrics show a mixed picture. While revenue growth forward is a promising 29% compared to the sector's 7%, working capital is negative, indicating potential financial challenges. And we'll come on to the balance sheet in a moment, looking at its... Oh, hello, what have we got here?
The Versatile donated $2 through a super chat. Sad XRP continuing to drop. Disappointed face.
Yes, this is being made during a live show, and investors of XRP are sad today. Well, there's a great deal of fear in the market, and people are selling out. So, of course, speculative stocks get hit hardest. This is no surprise. If you can't weather the storm, you shouldn't be in the game. I'm going to make that really clear. You shouldn't be in the game if days like today worry you. You really shouldn't. You'll always make a bad choice. All right, let me come back to it. So we'll talk about the balance sheet in a minute. They will have, and they do have, financial challenges. Another reason why I wouldn't buy the stock. I don't speculate. I buy what I know is undervalued and working. Profitability. SENS faces profitability challenges with a gross profit margin of minus 10%, significantly below the sector median of 58%. So in other words, a sector like this has massive margins, all right? It's very much like a software company, this sector does. However, when you are investing in projects, research, development, and all these other things, trials and so on and so forth, you are spending money. Now, that's normal. That isn't untoward. That's not strange. That's normal. But the company haven't been around for 5 minutes. They've been around for a reasonable amount of time, and they're still losing money. So this is a company that potentially could go bankrupt. We'll find out in a minute when we look at the balance sheet. This suggests difficulty in converting sales into profits, highlighting inefficiency in operations, spending too much maybe on themselves, wages, maybe too much on research and not enough on results, whatever, and profit. You've got, at the end of the day, you've got to sell something. We talked about this before when we covered FFIE. The CEO or CFO came on the earnings call and said, we're not trying to sell cars right now. We're building a brand. And I went, oh, really? If you're focusing on just a brand and not selling anything, then you will go bankrupt. You have to make money. Otherwise, the shareholders get stuffed. So, momentum. The momentum is exceptionally strong with a one-year price performance of 69%, significantly above the sector of negative 14%. So momentum is with us. However, the momentum could run out. This indicates a bullish sentiment and strong investor confidence in the company's future prospects. So people have been buying the stock recently. There is forward momentum. But remember, momentum, when we looked at the company it keeps on Robinhood, they are very much in the camp of speculators and gamblers who buy and pump and all this kind of stuff. And the stock is so small, it can be manipulated. So you have to remember that this is open for abuse. This is open for a challenge. So you cannot just sit back and go, everything is fine in the garden. It really isn't, just because momentum is with the stock. Revisions. Recent trends in earnings estimates are concerning. Again, a concern with 2 downward EPS revisions in the past 3 months, indicating a bearish outlook from analysts. So let's summarize this before we go into the numbers for you in greater detail. Summary. Senseonics shows robust stock momentum, but this level of stock value doesn't mean it's a good thing, though, and some promising growth metrics. However, significant challenges, valuation, profitability, and recent negative earnings revisions suggest caution, resulting in an overall hold rating. Positives raised by analysts. I don't want to look at that. That's all opinion-based. Concerns raised by analysts, no, I don't want any of that. So that's all I need for there. Now what I'm going to do is go over to the actual numbers and show you their actual balance sheet. So let's do that now. If you're enjoying this so far, please do tap the like button. Consider subscribing. We are covering a sector that is, excuse me, that wasn't bad timing, was it? I went to an overlay screen as I sneezed. I do apologize for that. I'll bring you back. We're now going to look at the... I knew I was getting an itchy nose all the way through that. We're now going to look at the balance sheet, the valuations, and so on and so forth. So, I apologize. I've got a bit of a sinus issue going on here today. So, anyway, let's get straight into it. So, we're going to start, of course, we showed you right at the beginning, the intrinsic valuation. Very, very expensive stock for where it is right now. Let's move up and let's go and look at its financials. Now, we last got numbers back here September of 2024. However, there is an S-curve of projection. If this comes off, then we'd do very well. But right now, 22 million is revenue. However, operating income, net income, what it all comes down to is all negative, with no real signs for improvement on the operating income. This is a bad sign for an investor. Net income. Net income, expecting to go sideways. No future projections here. Free cash flow, negative. Yes, up 4%, but it's all negative. Operating cash flow, negative. EPS, negative. Nothing good there at all. What about our balance sheet? Are we likely to go bust? Well, 138 million, 109 in cash. So it's cash positive. It has too much cash, in my opinion, for a ratio. If we look at the cash is 79%. You might go, well, what's wrong with that? Well, I want cash to be working, invested, doing something, than sitting. If you sitting doing nothing. If you've got a big pot of money, and all it is a big pot of money, it's just being spent on wages, running costs. It's not doing anything with the money. The money isn't invested. It's just being used to keep the business going for a while. It's been going long enough not to make any money. So if you're going to invest in a cash-rich business, just put your own cash in the bank. And you might go, well, they've got 138 million. Yeah, but they're still going to earn the same 5% interest as you can. So you're still going to get the same share of it. In fact, less, obviously, percentage-wise. You're better off just investing in your own cash. This is too much cash, not doing enough. This is definitely not a buy from me. Liabilities, 64.8. Long-term debt is 63% of their liabilities. So it's not anything that's we're not doing anything with the money. We're just paying off debt. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. This is not an investment strategy. This is gambling. So 63% debt. You're just buying a pile of debt and cash paying off the debt. And rates are going to stay up for longer. So there's nothing great here. There really isn't anything to celebrate here. We look at all these numbers. Nothing. We've got no information because it doesn't make any money. There's nothing. There's no information coming in for any of this. Lack of financial information because there isn't any. Here you go. Profitability, 19. It doesn't get much lower, doesn't make any money. And like what I said before, it's just a pile of cash running through. 46% is quite good. It's nearly turning green at 50% because it's not going to go bust anytime soon because it's got a pile of cash just being spent until it all goes. So don't get too excited about that. It's just spending through its cash. Not really much good here. Right, now the worst case scenario, if things don't come off like they want, 68% down, you're back down to 30 cents. You'd be wiped out if you're using margin anyway. So this isn't good. However, now here's where it balances out. On an average, or even on a best, 173%, or 49%. If all goes well, will it go well? That's the forecast. But like I showed you, the curve is there, but there's no real sign to really back up those claims at the moment. So if it all comes off, then you do well. Maybe you like a position here, but don't go all in on this stock. I showed you that insiders were buying the stock 3 months ago. Nothing new since then, but there it is. So let me wrap up with my conclusion. I did mention in the conclusion just after, you must ring the bell. If you've rung the bell, you'll be notified. I go live at any time throughout the day and bring you these requested reviews. You don't want to miss them. So let me give you the link. There is the link. Click subscribe. Make sure you've rung the bell and set notifications to all. That way you won't miss when I suddenly go live and bring you one of your favorite stocks. You never know when it's going to happen. So that's why you need to ring the bell. We're a few seconds to go now before the bell goes on a day and the markets are selling off into the close again. A lot of fear and pain today in the market, and we're about to ring the bell. What's my conclusion of this stock? Well, I hope you tap the like button and I hope you consider subscribing. It's been quite a day today, so it's very difficult in any sector at the moment. I wouldn't buy this. It's way too risky. There's not enough evidence to show it's going to turn around its business. Its chart is simply up and down. It is very much a trading stock. Very difficult to make money on this. It's very, very risky. So it's not a buy for me. I wouldn't touch this. The whole sector is too risky. Prefer to be in an ETF or a company that could buy out this company. For me, it's not. It's a definite no buy. There are so many more opportunities out there. The risks are too high for the reward. Yes, there's plenty of potential upside, but all those things have to go right. And I just don't see any evidence of it. You're just hoping it'll go right. And if it doesn't go right, well, then you're going to lose your money. There is my review for Senseonics. Now, we will go, as I said at the end of the video, this live stream, your questions. So I will now go to your questions. If you'd like me to answer any of your questions about anything I've said or anything else going on in the market, I will. The bell is just going. We're doing it right on the bell. The bell has gone, and it's now over to your live Q&A. Now then, let me see. Can I buy some more S&P? I'm going all in at the moment, as you can see. Let me have a look today. Let me bring in the comments and questions. Let me see if I've got any comments and questions. Which people listen to you on Palantir? Yeah, Palantir has been completely and utterly destroyed. No value whatsoever in Palantir. It's only worth $9. And you know, Kevin, I wish they'd listened as well. Thank you, Martin. Cedar Trees, you are very, very welcome. My absolute pleasure. UBS joined 4.7 million shares in February. Thank you ever so much, Cedar Trees. Vanguard holds 40 million shares of the stock. Are we covering VNOM earnings? VNOM earnings is February the 24th. VNOM. Let me just have a look. VNOM. The date keeps changing. These stocks drive me up the wall at the moment. Available after hours preview earnings call. What time is this? Let me just mute their audio. What time are they doing this? This has just been given to me. This is tomorrow. This is tomorrow, VNOM. They've moved their date again. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't keep up with these companies at the moment. Such bad administration. February the 25th, that's tomorrow morning. Yes, we are covering it because it's been requested. So there's the answer to your question. I'm sorry about the bit of music there, but yeah, it will be covered. Any more comments and questions? Let me go through the comments and questions. Number of patients switching to Eversense from competitors. CGMs has increased 49% since Eversense 365 launched. Thank you, Cedar Trees. Patient increased 56% in 2024 over 2023. Thank you. Senseonics Holdings, a medical technology company, has announced the completion of its CE mark submission for the Eversense 365 continuous glucose monitoring. Thank you, Cedar Trees. These aren't verified. These are coming from one of my members, which I'm sure is accurate, but I'm just saying they're not coming from me. This is all very good, but I still don't feel it's a good investment. The thing to be excited about this company is their technology compared to their competition. That's why I'm invested in Senseonics. That's why you like it. I just don't think the risk is there. The risk to reward is there. Is Martin a financial advisor? No, I'm not. This is my personal opinion. I do not need to be a financial advisor on YouTube. I'm sharing my journey of my real trades, my real money. Yes, it is a gamble, and it's based off their tech and potential to grab market share. Yes, exactly. See, I don't gamble. You would have to read the stats and you would have to be a red stats and giving a conclusion. 8 trill. I'm sorry that your comment makes no sense. I apologize, but it just doesn't. I have a 40 cents average in Senseonics. Well, you're in a good position then. Jerry and Elba are here. Lovely to see you all here. Market closed. Ring the bell. Thank you, Martin, for the review. You are welcome. Good to see the post. Good to see you post here. Nvidia, we're covering the earnings call. That's coming up soon. Will there be free memberships for the people who's losing on XRP? There's a good thing to say. No, unfortunately not. It doesn't work that way, obviously not. Right, let me just, I think we've covered all the questions. Let me see if there's any way I can buy any more of the S&P today. Let's have a look. How much lower has it gone today? We're still in pain. We're still selling. Let's have a look. Today we are down. Let's have a look at the S&P today. It's down 0.5%. I've already bought the dip this morning. If you look around here, I bought at 550. I bought around here. We're back at that level again. And I bought another 10 this morning, at 35 shares of the S&P in the last couple of days. As you can see, 550, another 10 shares. So we're back where we were this morning. 549 a bit. We're about 18.5 times earnings, 18 times earnings now. So it's becoming increasingly more attractive all the time. But if it's going to continue to drop, I will buy another 10 at, say, 548, 47, something like that. But I've got to have patience. You can't just go all in. Well, I am already all in, but there are limits to what I can do. How do I request a review? If you are a member of the channel, which you are, you do a minimum $5 super chat, and I will do your review for you. The highest one is 10. The next one is Ondo InsurTech. That's the next one on the list. In fact, I would say at the moment, don't do a earnings request unless you're doing above $10. I've got so many at $5. I just can't do them. There's just too many at the moment. Everybody wants a review at $5. It's just so if you want it at $5, it's going to be like 20 down the list. So don't do that. Only do a review if you're willing to bid $10 for it. Otherwise, the list is too long. I wouldn't want you to do it. 8 trill. You would have to be a financial advisor to read stats and give a financial conclusion, is what you called it. Stop rambling. 8 trill. I'm going to ban you from my channel because you are a pain in the ass, and I don't need you here. So I don't need people to subscribe or watch. We're here to provide a service to our members. So I'm going to hide you from the channel. We don't need you to come here telling me how to run my channel. This is my channel. I present what the members want. You're watching for free, and you're simply becoming a pain in the arse. So I've just timed you out. We do not require you to watch. Sir, Tilray can go bankrupt, please. Tilray, it's not going to go bankrupt immediately. It's got cash, but it's just losing so much money. It's not a good idea to invest in it. I've said it will break the $1, which it did, and now it will be delisted, which that's the next thing. It has to reverse split. So Tilray can go bankrupt, please. Well, let me just show you. In fact, Mick, I've just realized you're not one of my members. I have to focus on the members' questions. If you become a member, I can look at Tilray for you straight away. But you have to be a member. I've got to focus on members' questions. We've got nearly 2,000 members now. 98% of our live viewers are members, higher than any other channel on YouTube TV. We have the highest ratio of members, so you can appreciate why I say I have to focus on the members. Everyone has a voice, everyone gets answered, including trolls earlier telling me that I'm rambling on my own show, which is very rude. Anyway, Cedar Trees, will I be covering it? Senseonics, I will be if someone does a $5 super chat. No one has done so yet, so it's not on the list to do. If anyone does, then I will be covering it if someone wants me to. Okay, let's move on down. I don't think I've got any more comments from anyone that's not a member. Okay, all right. I think we can wrap this up. Does anyone need onboarding to Discord? If you've got your 1 month badge and you want the free training, I'll do it now. I'll give you just a couple of minutes. If you are a member of the channel and you've got a 1 month badge and you want the free training, put your Discord username in the chat and I will happily upgrade you right now. What do I think of BN Duvkana? I haven't got any thoughts on BN. I don't think I've ever looked at it before. So I haven't got an opinion. CY Web 2. I have a question. I have like 4 accounts on Discord for you. Are they real? No, they are not real. CY Web. I never, and I repeat, I've said it 1,000 times, I never send you a friend request. I never engage with you. I never send you messages. You send me a friend request and I accept it. Why would there be 4 of me? If you look at the profile on Discord, I am the only one on Discord that is spelt correctly.
Nimisha donated $10 through a super chat. Can you please review QQQM versus VU?
Yes, I can. Just give me a moment. I will do that for you. So I'm just going to answer this question here. CY Webb has asked a question, so let me just deal with this. If I go over here, this is Discord, and I say hi in the chat. There you go. And you right-click my name. First of all, you'll see I'm in gold. I'm in gold because I'm the owner of the server. I'm the only one on the server who's in gold. That's the first thing, how you know it's me. Second thing is, if you right click and look at my profile, I'm the only one in the world on Discord that has Martyn Lucas as my username. The scammers use the same logo, and they all get legal proceedings from me for doing it. Also, you might notice, whoops, Daisy, they also use the display name as well. They like to steal my display name as well, and a same thing, legal proceedings. If you start to do that, I will make sure that you pay my court costs as well. We don't mess around with this stuff, and you get immediately banned as well from all social media. Martyn Lucas is the user, and that's what's important. So that's how you know it's me. Plus the fact I never message you, I never send you a friend request. So it's very, very easy. They all try to sell you stuff, want you to buy something, download something. I never do that. So I hope that answers your question. I have a question. I have like 4 accounts on Discord for you, and are they real? Well, no, they are not real, and you should stop following them and start following the correct one. Because here is my Discord name. There it is. If you send me a friend request, I will accept it, but only if you're a member of the channel. And I don't know if you are, of course. NVIDIA's earnings calls will be make or break. Yes, they will. They'll be make or break the market, but we've already priced it in. So it's okay. The earnings call only has to be okay and good now, and the markets are going to go up again. An overreaction, I'll be covering the NVIDIA earnings. It's absolutely bonkers that everyone is selling everything, but that's fine. It actually suits me. You can carry on doing it, and I'll just keep buying more and more and more of it. So fill your boots. NVIDIA is NVIDIA is February the 26th. I'm just making sure that NVIDIA is down. Yes, it is February 26th. Of course, I am covering it. NVDA, Feb 26 after hours. I'm just making doubly sure all the numbers are correct. Yes, they are. So there we go. I paid for earnings call on March 3rd for SENS. Let me have a look. Senseonics. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. March the 3rd. Cedar Trees, you're absolutely correct. You did, and it is covered. I apologize for not acknowledging that at the time. Super chat from Nimisha. Can you please review QQQM versus VU? Yes, I can. I can do that for you. So, QQQM versus VU. Very, very good idea. That's $10. That goes to the top. You're very, very welcome. Please, nobody else anymore reviews. Realty Incomes. Wadey. Yes, Realty Incomes has moved its event. Again, these flipping companies who keep moving their events all over the place. Realty Income is tomorrow, February the 25th. At 12:30, so it'll be in between the opening and closing bell. Tomorrow, Realty Incomes Wadey, yes, that is on the list. Is it confirmed for tomorrow? Yes, it is. Thank you, I will get them off. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you, Martin. You are welcome. Beautiful. There you go. Cedar Trees, PNW 1984. Good evening from the UK. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for confirming. You're welcome. I did it. I did it. Simple. I deleted them all. My name is Bonzo24. Can we start over? Can we start over? Well, I don't know. Can we? Let's have a look. CY. Let me have a look. CY Web. Unfortunately, you only have a green badge. you are not able to get Discord yet, you haven't renewed your membership, you've got to be 1 month old, it's got to turn blue, then you get access to Discord. That is why you've got all the scammers following you. That's why. Because once I upgrade you into Discord, you will then have a name that everyone recognizes. You will be friends with me, so you won't have to be friends with all the scammers. You'll be on the inside. You'll be getting the free training and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, you have a green badge, which was either given to you, donated to you, or you bought it yourself. But either way, it has to go blue. You have to renew your badge for you to be able to get access to Discord. All right, so give me that username when it turns blue. I won't remember it. You got to come back when it turns blue, which could be tomorrow. I don't know. Okay. Afternoon, or I think I'm on your channel. Still just deleted the message from them. Thanks for confirming. You're welcome. Got it, and thanks. Makes sense. I can wait. There you go. Everything is done to protect your channel and so on and so forth. It's there for your benefit. We have all the procedures in place to provide quality of service. Not about let's get everybody on the service. Let's get everyone signed up. That's not what we do. And so on and so forth. Right, I think I've covered all the questions. I've covered all the comments. We had a poll running, and I'm going to end the poll undecided, 37%. That is a very, very healthy poll. That means most of you don't know what to do with this, and that's exactly what I'd hoped for, because it's a very risky stock. Senseonics we're talking about. I also ran a poll over here. Let's see how this went throughout the presentation. Is Senseonics a buy, hold, or sell? You have said it's a buy 34%, 31% hold, sell or undecided. Slightly different there with 29 votes. There you go. All right. Excellent stuff. Let me shut down all of that. Let's have a quick update on our petition. 973 votes. We're now up to 986 votes. This is fantastic. We are so close. So let me do a video here. Okay. Are we in for a treat later with a walk, buddy? I actually quite feel like it, actually. It might be quite nice. Be a good day to talk about dramas and stresses, wouldn't it? I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video at the end. So XRP, we are there. Okay. I'm going to call it We Are There. Okay, so here we go. I'll record this at the end. Right. XRP, we are nearly there. We reached out, we became together, and we got it done. What am I talking about? I reached out to you and asked you to get involved, and you did. XRP is weak today, but consider the overall crypto market. It's all down at the moment. Everything is looking really bad. There's lots of fear in the market, and XRP is down, but nowhere near as much as its competitors. But hold on, we'll get it done. We promised we'd get it done. We always get it done. What am I talking about? Tap the like button, consider subscribing, and let me show you what I mean. I said to you that we would get 1,000 signatures. We are 986. I'm making this video in a live stream. Let's see if we can get it to 1,000 right here, right now in the chat. So I'm pinning that now in the chat for everybody. Now, why is 1,000 important? Well, first of all, it's our target. When we hit 1,000, we'll get extra marketing and promotion from change.org. They will show more people. It needs to get to 1,000 before it starts being shared much more on change.org. So just 14 more and that will happen. At 1,000, we can start presenting our information and our findings to the SEC directly. I've got connections there and I will make sure that it gets to the right people. So we're not just going to leave it and just do nothing with it. We're going to put action into this and do something with it. That was my promise to you, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, it's a difficult time right now. It involves and it requires patience. I know many of you haven't got patience. You're at the wall, you're panicking around, getting all stressed, and many of you talk about, going on the moon, landing on the moon, stepping down the ladder. But you know what? These things take time, and no one has time. So I'd ask you now just to sit back, relax, look upwards. We will get there. XRP will go to the moon. But you know what? We've got a bit of a journey to go on before we get there. But it is, as we break through, the digital gold, way better than Bitcoin, way better. So even though it's taken some time, we will get there. There are many online saying, why even bother signing a petition? Well, they sit in their Reddit rooms and do absolutely nothing and moan and complain because they're not happy at the price of crypto right now and XRP. Well, we're going to change the world, but we're going to change the world by doing something about it. And we've nearly got 1,000 signatures. So please do take part in our petition, and when it's done, I'll make sure it gets publicized and I'll make sure that everyone knows about it. Let's just see if we've managed to move it. This is made during a live video, so I doubt if it's moved. It takes a few minutes for people to register, but let's have a quick look. I doubt it very much. 986, 986, 986. No, it's the same. I wouldn't expect it to be different. But just remind ourselves, the overall market at the moment is in fear. I bought a lot more, 35 shares of VU, 35 shares of the S&P. So when it goes up, my portfolio is going to go up very, very quickly indeed. Let's remind ourselves how fearful the market is. We are at the edge of extreme fear. It is a tough time for everyone now, but it will come good. You've just got to have patience and do something about it. That's it from me. I hope you've signed the petition. I hope you're with us. We're doing our best. We're working at it. We're not sitting in a corner moping and moaning. We are doing our best. And just remember that this is a game of patience. In fact, on that very point, I would like to share those thoughts with you, just to calm everyone down just a little bit. All right, let's go over to this screen here and just think of this for a moment. I wasn't going to spend any more money and buy any more of the S&P. Why? Because I've got enough to get to my target of $1 million. However, the last few days, we've seen more and more fear, and we've seen the markets overreacting. And I've shown you in my live streams today, it is purely political. Most of it is political, which fell on the back of the Michigan report. Now, when the overall markets go down, then so does crypto, because that's much more speculative. But I didn't just sit around and mope about it. I used margin and I dug even deeper. 35 shares of the S&P VU in the last couple of days. My biggest ever investment I've ever done in a day or so's period. Why? Because I'm really bullish on the future. I'm bullish on the future of XRP. You heard Sensei's report earlier, and he said he was wrong. He wasn't bullish enough, and he is all in with XRP. I'm all in with the market. That tells you everything you need to know, that the economy is strong and we are with you. But these things take time. These things take patience. Those that are selling out and panicking over a couple of percent here and a couple of percent there don't really deserve to be in the market. And quite frankly, they shouldn't be in the market because these are very, very small drops. Most people in the last few years, young people that are experiencing buying crypto, haven't seen great drops. They haven't, and they think that this is a bad drop. It really isn't a bad drop. It's a very, very small drop actually, but it's going sideways. It's actually a consolidated period. It's actually a good thing. It's a transition from one administration to another. These things are taking time. It's only February. New administration has only been in office a couple of months now. It's very, very new. So I'm not concerned. I'm plugging in. I'm staying there. And because the market has been going down enough, it's been worth me to buy more. I don't need to wait for 20-30% dips because I'm going to leave you with this thought. Someone said to me this morning, in fact, many people are saying it on YouTube, that the end of the world's about to come and we're about to see 50% crashes everywhere. They've been saying this forever and ever and ever on the main market. I mean, I'm not talking about XRP right now because we've already experienced a 50%. We called it 3 times. I'm talking about the overall market, the S&P to go down 50%, which would be huge. It would be historic. They've been saying that now for years. They consistently say it. Why? Because it makes them feel better while they sit on the outside and look in. However, since January of 2024, my original investment of the S&P is up over 40%. So, at what point is it going to go down 50%? Even if it went down 50%, I'm still about where I started from, right? I'm not actually out of the money at all on my original shares. But as time goes by, it keeps going up and up and up over time. So the point is, people say all these things because it makes them feel better about sitting on the outside and looking in, because eventually they'll get it right. What if it goes up 300, 400, 500%? And then it dips 50%. Who the hell cares? It won't matter to me. That is the point of long-term investing. That's how I can afford today to dig the ditches and buy more, even with margin, because I've got so much I've never sold at the bottom of the pile. So much in the foundations holding this up. If I'd sold those positions and got fearful and was in and out, then I've weakened the foundations, then the stocks on the top can fall over. A bit like a pack of cards being stacked up. Because I haven't sold, I'm strengthening my position. Because as time goes by, I'm receiving those benefits, those dividends every 3 months. I'm compounding those stocks that are getting older and older and more mature. And I'm leaving them in the ground. So if you are fearful today about XRP, this is an XRP video after all, you shouldn't probably be in XRP in the first place. This probably isn't the place for you. This is not a crash. This is merely a correction from one administration to the other with a lot of political nonsense and noise going on. So I'm bullish. Sensei's bullish. I'm bullish. Nothing has changed. So there is my thoughts on XRP today. I'm going to end this video now, and I hope you've all enjoyed it. I will go back to live Q&A because I was making this throughout a live video. Click above here for all the links, just over there and down below in the description. Over here and over here, I'll put more things I think you'll find useful around XRP. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, realty income earnings are in. Realty income earnings are tomorrow morning. The presentation is tomorrow morning. Their earnings call is all over the place. 1 minute they're in, next minute they're out. The earnings call is tomorrow morning. No wonder why there is a lawsuit against you. Okay, you're now banned. There is no lawsuit against me. What a flipping idiot. Who is this guy? Yeah, we're going to ban this person now because he's now saying there's a lawsuit against me. We know who you are. We're not interested. and he's already been banned from the channel. There we go. So congratulations in 3 comments, getting yourself banned again from another account. What a flipping idiot. Anyway, there we go. Realty income earnings are in. Thank you, Martyn Investor. Has a wonderful evening. Thank you so much indeed. All right, I think we've done all the questions. Viper Energy is saying the call is after hours. It isn't after hours at all. These bloody earnings, honestly, everyone keeps changing their times. It's getting a bit ridiculous. Yeah, it's tomorrow morning. That's the audio for it. It's tomorrow morning. The earnings call is February the 25th, which is, of course, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., even though they've just presented their figures. Talk about making life complicated. And reality income is February 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. At 1 p.m. Central Time. Okay. I love how you take no crap, Kathy Katz. It's just hilarious. I just don't understand why people go through life rather than choosing to build things, make things, be successful. They just consistently make themselves look stupid. They like to do it. I don't know why. But everyone lives the way they choose to live, and that's entirely up to them. But it exists on all channels. It's just that this channel has made the pledge of answering everyone's questions, showing everybody, alerting everybody to everything, answering everyone. So, this person who just said, I'll just put it on the screen, this person here, just so everyone knows, I've got nothing to hide. I share everything with everyone. This person here is called 8 Trill. He's not called 8 Trill. We know who he is, and he's a professional idiot. But anyway, the point I'm making is he could go on Reddit now and say, I went on YouTube and told everybody about Martyn's lawsuit. And people would go, is it true? What's going on? So rather than let someone run around talking rubbish, we'd like to tell you it's complete nonsense. There is no lawsuit against me. What the hell is he talking about? I doubt if this person could even afford a lawsuit. But anyway, there you go. It's absolutely bonkers. Sup, Martyn, how do you interpret the title "Market Downturn Happening Right Now"? Also, how do you interpret the little market downturn happening right now? Joseph Kinch, we've just spent an hour going through it. I can't really repeat it. I've got to get off. I've got much more to do today. But I'm not concerned. I've been buying more while this has been going on. So I'm not concerned about it at all. Anyway, let's wrap up our show. Did we get another signature on our path to 1,000? Let's have a look. 986. 987, just 13 to go. Wonderful stuff indeed. Right, that's it from me. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. My bad, I wasn't... No, not at all, Joseph. Not at all. I wish I could go through it all again, but I haven't. I just haven't got the time to go through it all again. I'm sure you understand. Otherwise, I'd never get anything done, and it's hard to get stuff done as it is these days. I've got to be honest. I'm trying to catch up with everything. Anyway, there it is. Let's have a little look on Discord. Make sure everyone's okay over there. I've got a new friend request. Naomi has sent me a friend request. I don't accept friend requests when people aren't members of the server. Let me see if you are a member of the server. I'm pretty sure you're not. I get hundreds of these a day. Let me have a look. Roles. No, you're not. Naomi, you're not a member of the server yet. I can't accept a friend request until you are, and you need to be a 1 month badge before I do that anyway. So I am sorry about that. I'll need to ignore that for now. You can send it to me again when you are a 1 month and you've shown me that in the chat, or you can do comments below videos. So you can show me anytime that you are a 1 month badge. All right. Okay. That's it from me. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it today. We got through some more reviews and so on and so forth. And I think we'll get out of here. All right. So We are getting very close now to our 70,000 subscribers. I hope you'll be there when it happens live. My why is Walmart, Martyn, why is Walmart dropping after good results? It's guidance. Its guidance is soft. The stock is very expensive. It's priced to perfection, and it is simply too expensive for its valuation and its ongoing earnings. So it had to sell off. That's why I traded it. Took $1,500 from it in 5 minutes on the earnings call. That was absolutely inevitable. That was going to happen. All right, that's it from me. I've got to get out of here. I'm going to send everyone now to the extra channel. Here is the extra channel. Keep with me 24/7. There it is. I'll give you the link in the chat. I don't think I've... oh, there's the XRP petition. We can replace that with this one now. XRP 24/7 live watch. There you go. Replace that. That's dropped into there. And I'll post it a couple of times. You can see it. It's pinned to the top. There you go. That's it, folks. Thank you much indeed. I'll be back in the morning, February the 25th. We've got realty income earnings tomorrow. We've got donut earnings as well tomorrow. And VNOM earnings tomorrow, plus more analysis, more reviews, and everything else. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Now join me on the extra channel. See you back for the next one. Just hold on to your pants. It's going to be tough for a while, but that's what investors do. They dig the ditches when everybody else is fearful, and we remain in, and we don't worry, and we know why we're investing in the first place. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.